Okay, here we go. Give me a sec. Sorry. Okay, let's get Facebook up. Thanks everybody for your patience. Okay, Jeff. Um, Jed, sorry. Jen, what's going on? Oh, that's great to see you guys. Hope everyone's doing okay. Let's get this hat on right. Woo. Rachel, what's up? Thank you, friends, for tuning in Winter Wonderland and a good chunk of the state, that's for sure. Enough snow out there to have our friends in the Somerset, Allegheny Mountains, and even Erie probably to raise an eyebrow or so, huh? I know it's a walk in the park for y'all, but I guess we're pushing 15 inches or so right here. Hope everyone's doing okay. Celestine, what's up? Top fan Vicky, howdy. Megan, good to see you. And Dodie, just going back and forth here. Mark and Burks, good to see you. Jed says Reading got blasted as well. Wow, I hear you. Snowblower decided to not cooperate. Actually, it malfunctioned last snowstorm. I was hoping it was just operator headspace, but nope. So 4 hours of shoveling out there that was absolutely terrible. And a good friend Mike, he braved the weather and he's helping finish up right now. God bless him. Thank you, Mike. You're my hero. I'll try to get that blower fixed before the next snowstorm comes in. Whoa, Rachel says 2 feet there. Wow. Heather says 2.5 in Bethlehem. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you guys have twice the amount of what I have then. Plus. And here I am talking like a hero out there, huh? Gil, what's up, man? It's great to see so many friends. I can read the YouTube live comments without glasses. The Facebook ones are a little bit hard. Yeah, I look forward to headed out east too. So yeah, a couple visits out east with Senator Art. Sorry for hesitating. That pause or the uhs. Be out there with hosted by Senator Argyle at one and Senator Mensch at another event. Both great men. I respect and like them both very much. Happy snow day back at you. Still snowing in Wyoming City. Wyoming County, sorry. Okay, maybe any glasses there too. The original Wyoming. Okay, time for glasses. Amy, good to see you. All right. Connie, top fan, as a neighbor. I cleared her driveway. And Carrie in Westmoreland hasn't seen much snow yet. That's unusual. Cheryl, good to see you as well. 8 inches in Pittsburgh from Heidi. Wow. Vicky, it's good to see you in Lehigh Valley still. So yeah, I haven't through tomorrow morning. Yeah, Genevieve. Hope you'll need that snowblower anymore. I was getting kind of spoiled. What a mild winter it was. All things considered, January was a piece of cake until the last day of January, right? Hey, Donna, good to see you. Heather says it's still snowing here too. Been snowing nonstop since about noon yesterday. Yeah, about that. Well, it started Sunday for us around 6 in the morning. Whew-wee. Anyway, well, inches in Crystal Spring. That is kind of weird, Lowell. Especially you guys are up on the other side of the mountain there. Okay, that's good. Brooke Carl says Carlisle Newville at a foot. Lauren. Okay, I guess we should get on topic here. It's I'm just glad to be greeting people. It's been a few days since we last spoke. Jen prefers YouTube. We have a much huger audience, so on the other social media platform. Sorry about that. Didn't bring my tea down. Vicky's looking forward to spring. I am too. Doug's not a big fan of winter. Sorry. Tomorrow's Groundhog Day. Sue's reminding us. Elizabeth, it's 24 inches, and the Poconos 18 more. Wow, ski slopes be looking good. Melissa, you like the snow? Mm-mm. 2 feet in Greensburg from Judy. Good to see you, top fan. Okay. Jamie, save your eyes on you. Okay. I have to work out a better system here yet, obviously. I think this camera would work better right next to the chat on YouTube. So I don't have to shuffle around so much and give eye contact in the same general area. But for tonight, we'll have to deal with this work in progress here. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time. So, breaking news. Our Secretary of State resigned today. It was her responsibility to oversee the integrity of our election. Yep, that was her number one task. And look, so we have confirmation hearings on the governor's picks for his cabinet. And I've never believed those should be rubber stamps, because then why have the Senate vote on them? We don't have to like their politics, or some of their concepts, but we have under the purpose of the Pennsylvania Senate confirming the governor's picks is to make sure Governor Wolf is putting competent people in place, right? So Secretary of Health Levine, of course, that vote happened before I became a senator. It was unanimous, and I think we need to be more careful about that. Our Secretary of Transportation, she was confirmed unanimous. In my heart, I knew she was a bad choice, but I was listening to people talk about her. I'm like, these glowing reviews about her, and I'm like, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. And, she's confirmed. And we find out later on, she had already worked out a deal to fire all the toll plaza workers. No matter what we think about that, and, whether or not you might be fully down with saving, state money on automation. But the toll workers were promised months before that they'd have their jobs. And you know what? These are people with families and lives. And so we have to, my view is we have to honor that. And, she was confirmed and already had known that they weren't going to retain them. And, I didn't know I had to tell the Senate. What? Obviously, you knew that would work against you in the confirmation here vote. Boockvar's vote was last year, last summer, I think. She was acting Secretary of State. And she was confirmed this past summer. And there was 4 of us who were no votes on her confirmation, and we proved to be right. It was myself, Senator Bob Mensch, Senator Scott Hutchinson, and Senator John DeSanto and myself were the 4 dissenting votes. I don't. For those of you that can sit through the hearings, and when I ask a question, and it's not every hearing, but if there's something that needs to be asked, I'll ask it. And I don't do this, gotcha, stump the chump stuff. You see the folks in DC play that a lot. They'll craft. They're skilled attorneys, and they'll craft some kind of trap to get the nominee to fall into. Aha, you're this or that. And I'll be in. I don't do that. I don't play games. Not like that. And so I'm like, Secretary Boockvar, your number one mission in the state of Pennsylvania is overseeing the integrity of our elections. Who would have known that would be so much the case? What are you going to do? Tell me, Kathleen Boockvar, what you're going to do to ensure our elections are safer and more secure than Afghanistan. Many of you heard me go down that path before. But I believe it was 4 times I've asked her the same question. And 4 times I got the same pathetic non-answer answer. Why is it that, while serving in Afghanistan as part of the NATO multinational mission, and we oversaw elections more safe and secure and reliable than we have in Pennsylvania? Tell me, please, what your vision is. Just tell me, what are you going to do to make sure our elections are free and fair? Oh my goodness. And she'd sit there and blink, just pause, blink, and then talk for 5 or 10 minutes, not say anything. And so I could not be a yes on that. And we need to stop rubber stamping these people. So she's gone. But it doesn't do us, it does nobody any good, at this point here, because and she did not resign for the election fraud. And there were problems in our election. The talking points of legacy media, stop it. Stop it. You can't say they're baseless claims. You can't say that. No honest person can say that. That's ridiculous. It's nonsense. Who actually did an investigation? Who interviewed the 13 people that I had testify in Gettysburg? Who interviewed them? Just that. Just give me something. How can you say they're baseless claims when you didn't look into any of them? I haven't seen any investigative journalism. The questions remain unanswered, and brushing them off using, opposition party talking points is not it. If the election was so great, free and fair, as Bookfire and Wolf say, then what do they got to hide? Just okay. We think we disagree with you, Mastriano and others, but come on in. Let's do an audit. We got nothing to hide, and just prove me wrong. But they didn't. Instead, they just gave us a talking point. So it was a great election. These are baseless claims. How do you know? And what am I supposed to do as a state senator? I actually try to work for the people. I actually listen to the people, and I'm being contacted by initially hundreds and then later thousands about issues with voting law violations, and I'm supposed to sit back and just say no. It might hurt, my political future. I'm going to be attacked by the media if I dare go down. I'm like, I got to find out what happened. I got to turn these lights up. So we held a hearing, and it was far worse than I knew. So, and you guys knew in your heart of hearts, I did everything I could look myself in the mirror, and I did everything constitutionally available to us in our republic, every legal constitutional approach to try to get to the bottom of it. And the questions are still unanswered. So Gil, yes, she can be subpoenaed by both the House and Senate committees overseeing voting integrity. She did testify before the House and use the Democrat talking points. Vicky, no, the hearing is led by somebody else. And any member of the House, of course, can participate in those hearings. So that person's not leading it. So that's that. So both the House and Senate have a committee with a senior Republican, both in the House and in the Senate, leading it. The leader in the House is Seth Grove. The leader of this committee investigating voter integrity is Wayne Langerholk. And so she testified before Seth Grove's committee in the House last week. And it was the talking points, baseless claims, and that's their story, and that's we're going to stick with it. So, oh, no problem. Jed's asking me if I talked to the big guy. That'll be a conversation for the other page. I can talk about it on the YouTube, but not on this Facebook feed. This is my government page, so those would be things outside of my scope. But I'll keep you guys updated what's going on. So anyway, so that's that. So the governor will have a new nominee for Secretary of State, and it was clear the Bookfire was up for the task or the job for an honest, fair, and free election. So We'll see who the governor brings forth. It does matter. It really does. If the governor brings forth somebody who's competent and wants to put at ease anybody who has concerns about the election, that would be fantastic. Yes, do the audit. Let's identify any problems and let's fix them. Let's correct them. So that'd be that. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here shortly. Thanks everybody for all right, Gil, I'll be looking for the article. So Emily, can't comment on political things on this official Senate page on Facebook, but it'll be an interesting time this upcoming year. Keep praying for Rebby and I. I'd appreciate prayer cover for us. Yep. You know, I was also, of course, I was the first to call for the resignation of Levine, who's now gone. Promoted. Could you imagine rewarding somebody for such a failed policy? Even worse in New York State. New York State didn't institute the ridiculous, destructive, deadly policy of sending sick back into elder care facilities until like a week after Pennsylvania did. So praying a blessing over each of you. Stay safe out there. I hate to say anything to governors said the past year, but this is a weather emergency for about half the state. I know some of you guys, you know, you revel in this and you get around fine, but the rest of us here, be gracious and merciful to us. So hang in there. So praying a blessing over each of you and your family. I know many of you will have another snow day tomorrow because this is going to go on for most of our state overnight. Keep an eye on those roads. We need y'all. Thank you for your love and support. Praying blessings over each of you and your family as a hedge of protection. That in these troubling times, that you'll have God's peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts, minds, and soul in Christ Jesus. Thank you, my friends, and it's great to see y'all. Thank you, Christina from Washington County. No, Vicky, the Capitol's not open to the public yet, and that's that. Thanks again, everybody. See you tomorrow. Take care, my friends.